We're now a third of the way through our championship campaign, so now's a good time to hit like and subscribe and we can continue living the dream. What's up guys, ChasingLamely here with episode number 74 of Living the Dream, and today we're going to be playing Barnsley in the championship, who sit 22nd. Before we get into that, I want to bring you into the league table because it's an interesting season so far. So there are 10 points between leaders Sheffield United and second place Coventry, who are equal on points with Newcastle in third. If you go back another 10 points, that brings you to Derby in 18th. Sheffield United are walking away with this season, and everything between 2nd and 18th, frankly, take your pick. I mean, from 18th down to Preston in 23rd, there are, 7 points? 5 points? There's nothing there. There's no gap. Anyone could finish anywhere behind Sheffield United at this point. I just don't know what's going on. Anyway, thought I'd bring you in on that excitement because we're going to go into the schedule now and show you what you've missed since the last game, which has handily separated itself for me. So we played Swansea last time out. We lost 2-1 to Bristol City with Brad Smith scoring for us. Bit of a hero from an old personal save of mine. We're doing 1-0 with QPR in a complete board draw. Everyone played well on both sides, and so nothing came to anything. And then we beat Millwall 3-2 with Petty getting a brace and a Chavez scoring, which brings us nicely to this here Barnsley game, which hopefully we're going to win because they're 22nd in the league and, you know, no excuses. So our starting lineup today is going to be Starkey in goal, Larry Lee, Mascara, Chatfield and Barry Lee at the back, Kerrigan, Lafondra, Hardy and Dixon in midfield, and Petty and Chavez up top. And for some reason I've gone past my maximum loan players in the squad. I'll figure that out in a second. In fact, I'll figure it out now because that makes more sense. We're going to send Mr. McCormick on as the left back on the bench, and that should solve it. There we go. So it's Barton, McCormick, Kayembe, Jones, Gether, Matthews and Cisse on the bench, and our good old friend Tan Gang, who has played again for us, by the way. He made 3 appearances and he's slowly getting better, but he is going to miss out today. So that is the starting lineup. Let's go see what we can do to Barnsley. Into the dressing room, and it's going to be a pick-up where you left off last time out, and the 2 centre-halves seem motivated, which is always a good sign. Let's just hope we can do more than have good signs and get the good result we need because, like I said, it's so tight between 2nd and 18th that any points we can pick up here will make a lot of difference. So, you know, all to play for today at Oakwell. And it's a free kick for Barnsley. Whitworth puts the ball forward. Chatfield heads it on. Watmore gets rid of it though, and it's now with Retegui. Chatfield making some interesting tackles, and Lafondra puts it forward finally for Petty. Whitworth makes a save, and Petty gets another opportunity, but puts it wide. And Chatfield needs to calm down if he's going to tackle like that. Apparently there is a corner. Hardy to Lafondra. Lafondra plays it back to Lee to Hardy. Hardy to Mascara, Lafondra back to Lee again, and back to Hardy, and back to Larry Lee, puts the cross in finally, headed away by Williams. Now Retegui is going to run at us, and we are going to have to regroup. Barry Lee with a great tackle, but Williams picks it up as I think that was Dixon stumbling. Styles, tackled by Hardy, finds Dixon, puts the ball forward, and headed away by Astley, and that's going to be half time. And it's 0-0, and not a lot has happened in that first half except there right at the end. So hopefully there's more to come. I'm happy with the performance. Keep it up. Okay. I mean, if that works, it works. And hopefully it will work. Lafondra really running the game for us in that first half. Throw in with Barry Lee, and it's gone to Jamie Dixon, or nearly went to Jamie Dixon. Nothing really happened. Retegui now picked up the ball. Plays it to Mowat. Mowat to Retegui. Retegui back to Astley, ball goes over the top and Barry Lee will pick that up. Plays it back to Starkey, and Starkey out wide looking for Larry Lee. And what can Larry Lee do for us now? We need him to score a goal or to assist something or make something happen. Kerrigan gets a crossover, blocked, Coulson gets rid of it, Retegui heads it on. Barry Lee will pick up this ball and put it forward again to Larry Lee, to Kerrigan. Kerrigan, what can Kerrigan do here? He needs to get a cross in, does. A Chavez down looking for Petty. Dixon puts it away. And finally we find ourselves in the lead. And I started to think about subs and who I would put on. Kerrigan was an option to come off, so was a Chavez and Petty. I'm very aware I've only got one striker on the bench, which is always worrying in a situation where you've got two strikers not performing. But at least we are ahead, and it comes courtesy of left winger Dixon. Corner for Barnsley is Jimenez, who was a substitute, puts it into the box. Lafondra heads it away, only back to Jimenez though, and finds Mowat. Mowat has acres of space, plays it in for Garcia, and they're back on terms, and that was not what I wanted to happen. I've sent on Barton, Kayembe and Nathan Jones looking for a second goal. I'd have been happy to settle for a 1-0 win, quite frankly, but now we go we go on terms. Barnsley put us back to terms, and we've really only got 10 minutes now. 10 minutes, tight offside, very tight offside, and yeah, we've just got to try and make something happen now in the last 10. Throw in now, and it's with Barry Lee. Plays it to Chavez, to Kayembe. Kayembe across to Lafondra. Lafondra into Barton. Freddie Barton puts us back ahead. And what a sub he has been. I think he's scored both times I've brought him on as a sub on the channel so far. Maybe that's an omen. Maybe he should be starting. I don't know. Kerrigan's not been spectacular this season, if I'm honest. I could make an argument for using Barton instead, but if he's going to come off the bench and be a super sub, that's better still. In fact, two of our subs involved in this goal, and I don't know what else to say, but two of our subs involved in the goal. We go straight to a kickoff highlight, and Dixon picks Britton's pocket, and Dixon to Lafondra. Lafondra options. Dixon gets brought down in the box, no penalty. Lafondra to Barton. Barton back into the box, gets a second opportunity across. Will lay it back to Larry Lee. Larry Lee puts the cross in, and Britton heads it away. And Barry Lee will pick it up on the left-hand side for us. Can he get the ball into the box? To Kayembe, across to Lafondra, who heads it just over the bar. And we're looking like we want to go and extend our lead finally. And it's a goal kick for Barnsley. Whitworth puts it forward. Headed away by Kayembe. Astley on, but Chatfield will pick this up to Barry Lee. Barry Lee to Dixon down the line. Dixon going wide. What can he do? Gets a crossover. A Chavez back to Barry Lee. Probably a bit of a wayward pass. Finds Kayembe. Kayembe. I mean, that was a wayward pass. Coulson heads it away. And now it's Marsh running at us. But Larry Lee picks the ball back up. Kayembe finds Freddie Barton. Barton back to Kayembe. Ball out to Larry Lee. Can Larry Lee get a cross in now? Larry Lee with a cross. A Chavez can't quite get his head to it, but Barry Lee will pick it up. Kayembe back to Barry Lee. Barry Lee finds a Chavez to Nathan Jones. Jones plays in Freddie Barton. Freddie Barton gets his second, and he's got to be the man of the match coming off the bench and breaking the tie, putting us 2 goals ahead. We're going to yell some praise at the boys because they rallied really well to get back ahead here. And this will propel us back up the table. You have to imagine Barton with a second goal. And who knows, will he complete an unlikely hat-trick off the bench? Anything could happen as we sit 8th in the table as things stand. And we are heading towards the full-time whistle into injury time. The full-time whistle goes. It is a 3-1 win for Harchester United over Barnsley. And we've done very, very well there. Proud of your performance. Nobody gave us a chance. Good job, boys. That's nicely done. And that's confirmation we do sit 8th in the table, but we are crucially level on points with everyone up to 5th. A point behind 3rd, 2 points behind 2nd. The promotion race is still very much on for us here. It's still very, very much on for us as we speak. And that just means we need to come back now and see where we are returning in the next episode. And we'll be returning at the beginning of December for a game against Middlesbrough, which is quite a big tie in the grand scheme of things. But in the meantime, I'm going to wrap things up. So you can find me on the socials below. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, ChasingLamely. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Magic Graphic will remind you to subscribe, ring the bell, select all notifications, all that good stuff. And in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching. I have, as always, been ChasingLamely, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.